Hello survivors and welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be looking at Dale, who is an upcoming promo character, and he has the title Days Gone By. Obviously Dale's never had a 6-star character, kind of like we had Gabriel recently, never had a 5-star or 6-star character, so this is the first time we're going to see Dale pretty much at the top level. And as you can see by his stats, he has 1551 attack, 1872 defense and 1926 HP. He is classified as a support character and he is an alert character, and obviously you can see by what he's wearing, it's just pretty low-key. He has got a bandage on his leg. I'm not sure, I know that he no spoilers here, but something does happen to one of his legs. I think this is way before this it happens. I think he's got a torch in one hand. I'm not sure if that's going to shine in the actual fights or not. That could be pretty cool. But we'll look at the adrenaline rush. It's called Mangling Shots. Deal 400 main damage and minus 60% defense for 3 turns to all enemies. That is really, really strong. Doing an all defense down to everyone and doing damage, like guaranteed damage. The best thing about Maim is that you don't have to scale his attack. There's no percentage damage on his attack. So if you were to put attack mods on him, if you were to give him an attack weapon, everything, his rush would not get any stronger. So you don't have to do that at all. The only thing that's going to change is his basic attacks. You just stack HP and defense on him and you get him as high as possible. Now looking at his active, it is heal reduction and focus, and all enemies get 100% heal reduction for 3 turns. That is insane. The other part of it, you can't see it in this screenshot, but it is all teammates get focus for 3 turns. That is, it's so strong. It is so strong. And you can do that on turn 3. On an attack team, that's pretty much when the revives start popping off. He is so good at revive blocking, and he's going to bypass shields for your entire team for 3 turns. This guy is immensely strong. And to add to that, he's a command, which is one of the best support characters in the game for an attack team, 100%. He's so good all round on his kit. And what makes him great as well is he's the first alert command, which is just a massive bonus. He has got an attached weapon, and it's Dale's defensive pistol. It looks like a Luger, and it has 30% defense, which is great because if it had attack on it, it would be disappointing because he doesn't need to have his attack scale at all. A medium bonus to AP when taking damage. That's the upgrade slot. You're going to want to upgrade that to AP on attack maybe, or you could just go for a full stat weapon because, to be honest, as much as his rush is pretty nice, you're probably going to mainly use his active skill and his command to control the opponent, and also to give your team focus, and also to do commands as well. He has got impair when being attacked, a better chance to impair the attacker for the next 3 turns. I think it's Red Jesus who has an identical weapon in terms of the impair, and obviously it's an off trait special. It's arguable whether it's better than stun, but I would say it maybe is, because the majority of people on a defense team run stun resist. They don't run impair resist, so if they attack Dale, they could get impaired, like most likely will. And he's going to be great. I think looking back at his main skills, there is no real weakness here. His rush, you could maybe argue, isn't that great in terms of, like, it could do better damage, it could be percentage damage, but it's guaranteed damage, 400 main. It doesn't have to scale it. You're coming up against really tanky teams nowadays, and the defense down is going to be absolutely huge. I'm not 100% sure if Guardian 2 can block this rush or not, because I think Maim is a damage source, so it would count. It isn't like if it was Confused instead of Maim, it would be no damage source, but I think Maim is considered a damage source, so he will effectively attack all these characters. So if they have a Guardian 2 shield, it'll block the Maim, and it will also block the defense down. So obviously that's going to be a small counter to that rush. But you, like I said, you don't have to build him with rushes in mind. You can just purely build him for his active skill and purely build him for his weapon and command. And he's going to be really, really strong. I think I was kind of wondering, you know, if there was a character that could potentially make me pull, because I am waiting. I want to maybe go for Alice again. I really like her if she comes back round. But this character looks pretty good, and I maybe I'm tempted. The biggest downside for me is there are no real good teams that this guy can go on within free-to-play because we don't have any AP leaders, and that's where he's going to be really strong. But the active skill kind of makes up for that, because you can block heal reduction, You know, you block revives, you can block focus. It's going to be really, really important. And I think you're going to start seeing people use heal reduction resist on defense teams now, because they're going to completely block revives otherwise. But yeah, do tell me what you think about Dale. Will you be pulling for him? I'll likely do a 10 pull. I do like the look of him quite a lot. But that's the end of my video, guys. Do tell me what you think about Dale. And as always, keep on surviving, guys. Keep on surviving.